Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch. Impinge. Verb. Impingement. To have an effect. To encroach. To infringe. Profligate. Adjective and noun. Profligately. Wasting money or resources. Wasteful. Spendthrift. Prodigal. Squanderer. Apoptosis can be initiated either by the activation of self-surface expressed death receptors or by diverse intercellular signals that impinge on the mitochondria. Stress occurs when forces from the outside world impinge on the individual. I don't tolerate mistakes that impinge on my sense of freedom. I would rather be alone than have judgmental friends. The intent is to keep the ice from building up to the point that it could interfere with the tracking of the trains or impinge on the clearance height of a passing train. The body is the surface on which all energy fields impinge, on which communication and telecommunication takes form. In a free society, a person is allowed to make all sorts of choices as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else or impinge on anyone else's freedom. Sensory fidelity can be defined in terms of the pattern of energy impinging on the senses. Elbow impingement typically occurs due to the activities that excessively or repetitively straighten the elbow, hyperextension. In some ways, deflation takes from the profligate and gives to the prudent. Squandering time is a luxury of profligate youth, when years are to us as dollars are to billionaires. It is not unreasonable to imagine a doomsday scenario like what happened with the Wall Street banks, where, as a result of profligate spending, the system implodes. Again, the world will not end, but the social fabric of the profligate nations will be stretched and, in some cases, torn. There ought to be a law against abuse of the English language, to include penalties for profligate use of euphemisms. America faces a water supply crisis. Profligate consumption of water for agriculture, power generation, industry, and homes has led to reduction of groundwater, threats to rivers, and mortal danger to many of the nation's lakes. As a civilization, we are in a similar pickle as we burn fossil fuels profligately, polluting the sky and rolling the dice. The president lies wantonly and profligately to the press, to his aides, and above all to the public. He tries to interfere in investigations.